I sat, I pondered, I tried to discuss the most interesting topics of the episode, and I tried, guys. I tried my best, but I failed. My brain kept defaulting, mainly to bewilderment and frustration over last night's episode of Sisterwives. What in the hell did we just watch? It was a big, fat nothing burger in really progressing the story forward. And by the way, we're already 2 years behind. There was so much weirdness that we just have to go over it. We need to pick it apart one by one because this episode, season 19, episode 6, may just be the worst episode ever. Now, before I get into things that royally had me peeved, let me give you a summary. So the episode starts out with Meri getting prepared to move to Utah. She wants to get rid of all the items, mainly furniture, that her and Cody have collected over the years, so she decides to give it away to her sister. And Meri's sister is married to a man that is Cody's best friend. So anyway, these two, Meri's sister and Cody's best friend, who happens to be her brother-in-law, there's like a pre-meeting at her house because later on they're going to move stuff into a moving trailer. Meri is acting unusually strange and giddy and really playing up to the fact that she seems over it and unbothered. I haven't seen her this happy in a while. More on this later, and Cody finally shows up with the trailer and they start to move. Here's where things get really weird. Meri is dancing, she's swaying to the music, she's living her best life. There's a lot of like sexual jokes. It was weird flirting, I don't know, mixed in with like sexual jokes. The whole thing was really odd.
Oh, wow. Did you see the pump? You pumped.
Oh, I did have to pump, okay.
Okay.
All right.
I really only have to use your leg and butt muscles.
After they're done moving, they sit down in Meri's living room, all of them on the couch. Meri, Cody, Cody's best friend, which is also Meri's brother-in-law, and Meri's sister. And they sit on the couch and they start to discuss the divorce. Then they start joking about where friendship loyalties lie after the breakup. I don't get it.
Split our loyalties.
I chose the blonde with the long hair.
Oh my goodness. Well, everybody's got a good sense of humor about it.
Like, this is obviously one party at fault. So why they're hugging him, why there's lots of laughter. Cody and his best friend even go out to lunch afterwards. Dude, where's the loyalty? I get that this is your best friend, but Cody's the one that treated Meri like strung her along for close to 10 years, and this is how you act supportive? Hey dude, I get that this is your best friend, but how about just for today, when your sister-in-law's dreams and hopes of the future are dying, maybe you just stay and, I don't know, stick around and have lunch with her. But listen, to be fair, Meri kind of set the tone of the day. At first, I didn't even get why she was so jovial and happy and effervescent. Meri, you just admitted you were crying and depressed last week. So why are you acting like the class clown now? Even Cody was like, wow, Meri obviously feels a lot of relief about the situation.
Meri seems a little lighter. You know, the pressure's off of Meri. By all indications, I think Meri might start to feel better. Glad one woman's happy.
But then in her confessional, we're hit with her stating the absolute opposite.
It feels like he's projecting a little bit because maybe he feels like the pressure is off of him. Because let's be real, Cody doesn't know me.
What? No, Meri, it's not because Cody doesn't know you. It's because you're acting weird. And then it dawned on me, you know, if I put myself in Meri's situation, I probably would act the same way if my ex-husband's best friend was the one sitting there as I'm pouring my heart out to my sister. Yeah, it's weird and it's awkward. And I know that my demeanor and anything that I would probably say would be relayed back to him. So maybe that's why Meri was acting so weirdo. Okay, so moving on. The next storyline that we hear about is Christine and David. First and foremost, we love a good Christine and David couple storyline. We love seeing them in love, and I'm happy to see her happy. And we love seeing the beginning of their relationship blossom, but TLC, listen to me, just sit down and listen, okay? You got me here. The entire episode, out of everything that we could see about Christine and David, maybe footage of their first date? No. Maybe their second or third date? No. Maybe them just hanging out and interacting with the family in their daily lives? No. What TLC decided to show us was basically the footage that wasn't good enough to make it in Christine's wedding special. We were shown them pursuing and looking at wedding venues. That's so weird. I wonder which venue they're gonna choose. I don't know. How about we know the answer because most of us watched the 2-part wedding special that we watched at the very beginning of the year. So TLC, this is where you got me. I feel like this was a complete waste of an episode. It was a complete filler episode just stuffed with fluff. And I feel like they added the footage that was left on the cutting room floor of her wedding special and just threw it up in here. It was so anticlimactic. I would love to see Christine and David interact more, just as a regular couple on a regular outing. We haven't even seen that yet. There's so much more to go over in detail. But listen, that was the episode in a nutshell. This was the entire episode, toggling between leftover footage and then the weirdo, awkward, sexual, flirty, I'm happy and not bothered moving event at Meri's house. So that was it. The worst episode ever. Now let's get into more of the nitty-gritty details. Because guess what? I have even more to bitch about.
I really do. I do have more to bitch about, you guys. This was so weird. It was the worst Sisterwives episode that I've ever watched. Let me know what you guys think. Put a 1 in the chat if you also agree. Put a 2 in the chat if you disagree. And it's fine if you do disagree. But for me, I was left wanting more, scratching my head. I was even Truly was making me irritated, which is kind of crazy because she's a child. But there is some things that happened in last night's episode that we have to go over as well. But I just wanted to give you a summary. It was basically that. It was the weirdo-ness between Meri and Cody and then old footage with Christine and David. Okay. I see some 1s and 2s. I think it's going to be split. Maybe we do a poll later. By the way, phone lines are up and open. And here's who I want to call in. I got a roll call here. Okay. So I want you to call in. Did you love the episode? Did you hate the episode as much as I did? Call in. Let me know. I want lovers. I want haters alike. I want it all. Okay. So go ahead and call in. The link to come on up here is in the chat. So when you click on the link, it'll take you to a backstage page that looks like this. Put your name, put a few words about what you want to talk about, like hated it, loved it, something. And then you press the blue enter studio button and you will be backstage. Okay. So with that being said, this was so irritating. It really was. But I want to go over the whole Truly situation. And I don't know if you guys picked up on it, but I think that Cody was probably super excited that he saw this episode because he was always saying, why are they happy that we're getting divorced? Well, Truly definitely let her feelings be known. And so did Isabel. Like, it's weird. And I get it. Like, David and Christine had met, like a month prior? They had only been dating 6 weeks and they're super affectionate and lovey. And I get that. But for the kids, I totally get why they're struggling with this, why it's awkward. But Truly did some things that I thought were questionable. Normally, we don't talk about children on this channel, but listen, it was put up and brought up on the show. So I just want to know, actually, let me know, chat, what do you guys think? Did you pick up on anything that Truly did last night? Before I get into it, did you guys pick up on it? I want to know, was there anything that Truly did last night that you were like, what? I'm not seeing anything in chat. Okay. But then again, there is a lag. So let me just go over. What? When did Truly bite David? When was that? Rocky? When was that? Let me know, Rocky. Let me know in chat. That wasn't last night. Okay. Yes. Yes, Tom. And thank you for being a member. She was like hating her mom. It was so awkward. So let's just watch this. Okay. Let's watch this. I can't believe it. I'm even griping about Truly. That's how irritated I was with last night's episode. Let's listen and watch.
Likes to break us up.
She does, but it just means she wants to be hugged tighter. Oh, nice. God, again? Oh, God, not again.
So- Yes.
Oh, what the heck? Truly! Ah, stop, sucker!
Oh my gosh, thank you. Sorry, there is no sound. Okay, what I was saying is this is what gets me. Okay, this is what gets me. I don't like this. I get that Truly, listen, she's been through a lot. Her parents are divorcing, she had to move. This new man is in her life after 4 weeks and now her mom's getting married. I get that. I understand that. But you should never, even children, adults alike, I don't care. You don't put your hands, joking or not, you don't push, you don't shove your mom, your dad, anyone, strangers. Just don't do it. I don't find this cute. I don't find this endearing. What the hell was this? I get it. Truth Hurt says their PDA is too much and they care for no one else's feelings. Okay, fair. But this is Christine's time to shine. I mean, she hasn't had PDA in like 32 years. She hasn't felt like she's had a man that loves her. I get that. But under no circumstance should there be a child, an adult, anyone pushing and shoving. Like, no, Truly, absolutely not. I don't approve. I don't condone. No. No, it's not cute. It is rude. I don't know. If I were her parent, I would, me personally, would just be like, do not do that. I'm so sorry that you're hurting. Let's talk about it. This is unacceptable. Okay, so I just want to go back. Like, she slams her mom, and she does say sorry afterwards, especially when she slammed her mom in the beginning. Let's just watch this again. Let's just watch this part
Truly
again.
likes to break us up.
She does, but it just means she wants to be hugged tighter. Oh, nice. God, again? Oh, God, not again.
Yes.
Like, she really pushes her mom hard. And true, she didn't mean to push that hard, but come on, Truly. Like, enough. So I was actually super, I don't know, like just everything was off last night. Truly, the episode, that's why I'm telling you, it was the worst that I've ever seen. And so, yeah, it did. It put me in a bad mood. Even everyone in Discord, there was barely anyone talking in Discord because there was really nothing to talk about. We were just watching, waiting and waiting for something to happen, and it kind of never did. Okay, so Janet says, I didn't find it cute either. Marsha B says that was just rude. Okay, Kathy C. Okay, fair. Kathy C. Truly is 12. That is what a 12-year-old joking behavior when a parent is dating should be. Okay, fair. That is fair. Just me personally, like, I feel like there's other ways to joke without pushing and shoving. But I get it. That's a very good point, Kathy. Very good point. And I'm sure that there's a lot of people that are fine with it. That was just me. So, oh no. Paul is